No, I'm going to talk about human beings searching for God. That's what I'm going to talk about. Kryon, are you going to tell us who's right and wrong? Yeah, I am. Blessed is the human being who searches for God, because remember this phrase. I want you to remember this phrase. Because the Creator wants to be found. The Creator wants to be found. Did you ever think about that? And it doesn't matter what box you're in. It does not matter. God doesn't care how you make your discovery. And I'm going to land hard on that in a minute, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Kryon, you mean to tell me that those over there in that funny building we've been told not to go to, they have it too? Oh yeah. Here's something they're not going to tell you. You see, in linearity, it's a funny thing you do. You create these boxes, you create members, you create groups, and then you give them instructions. Don't go to the other boxes. You know why? Because they'll find the same thing. There's been healing in all of them. Miracles in all of them, because there is family there. And they may dress differently, and they may speak differently, and they may wear hats differently. And God is there, the family is there, and our hands are out to them. The profound healings that have happened in the mosques, you never hear about that, do you? That have happened in the synagogues, you don't hear about that. That have happened on the sawdust floors of those who are evangelistic. And they all claim that they have the truth because they got the healing. They never compared notes. God's in all the boxes. I want you to adjust that for a moment. Because that's the love of God. You see, we really don't care how you get here. Well, then why is it so difficult, Kryon? What is going on here? Make it so doggone hard. Why is it more obvious? Now let us talk about you and your ways. As you sit in front of me, oh, those who call themselves metaphysical and esoteric. There's a new energy on this planet, which is awakening hearts and minds to a new way of worship, a new way of understanding spirit. And it's beginning to yell to you that you are indeed a piece of the Creator. And it's hard. It's very hard. And the first reason it's hard is because it is not linear. Suddenly you're in a non-linear, interdimensional area where the things that you say are not acceptable to a linear perception of God. And you say things like, there are no accidents. There's a plan that is bigger. I had something to do with it. I know I did. And those who are linear will look at you and walk the other way. It separates families, and you know what I speak of. It separates friends, does it not? Just because you have chosen not to take the linear path. Because in your DNA, old soul, you feel the wisdom of the ages. That's what's changing. The shift that we have spoken of for all of these years, almost 20, is affecting the DNA at its core level. There is an awakening going on, and there are those sitting in the room who know what I speak of. It's hard. It's hard to become interdimensional because it's odd to those around you, is it not? It's certainly odd to the 12. But that's not the main reason. I'll give it to you. Why is it difficult? And you didn't expect this. Because the Creator wants to be found. What happens, dear ones, when you start pushing on that door? There is a portal to your higher self inside each one of you. Picture it as a door that you are able to push upon, and there's a light behind it, a very bright light, and it's one you want to see. It is a direct pipeline to home. Some of you work with it every day, in your healings, in your meditations, and yet you continue to push because you want a little more, don't you? Because you want a little more. And here's what's hard, and here's what you don't expect, is that when you begin to push on the door, on the other side of the door is a creator that wants to be found, and that's where we are, and we are going to help you open it. And when that door starts to open by itself, when you just push it a little, that's when you get frightened, and that's when you back away, and you go, I don't know. I didn't expect it open by itself. I didn't think there really was anybody on the other side. I'm trying to touch the face of the Creator. I'm just trying to absorb a little energy from God. You didn't expect the hand to come out from behind the door, did you? And hold yours and say, don't let go. Don't let go. It's scary. That's why it's hard. There's an axiom that we have taught for years, and that is this, that the human mind cannot unknow anything. You cannot deconstruct a reality you've experienced. It is impossible right now for you to unremember this day. You cannot forget it voluntarily. It is there, etched into your brain. It will be until the day you take your last breath. The reason this is hidden is because there are only a certain amount of human beings who can touch the face of the Creator and not be unbalanced. Less than 0.5% of humanity will do what some of you are willing to do. Did you know that? It's not going to be a new age earth. The shift is about you. It's about the way humans are beginning to think